What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
another damn podcast.
Presented by our
Our
damn
damn selves.
256 kid.
256.
Yeah. Before we jump into things, beautiful. Well, almost part of the weekend was beautiful. Saturday, beautiful Saturday, because Sunday's kind of crash. I'm glad we're recording right now because it's raining all day today on Sunday.
Yeah.
But a beautiful Saturday. So did you get out and enjoy any of that 85-degree weather?
I did. We went out and we took a family day. We went out and we went to the movies on Saturday. So this was my first time going to a movie theater post pandemic now. So
once I saw the Batman.
Like I said, because I don't count because we did the private theater last year, so it was just my group. But this is the first time going to like a public. Yeah. So we saw Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Ari was asking me about that the other day. Uncle Oz, have you seen Sonic the Hedgehog? I guess you told her y'all were going to see it, so she was
I think the first one's on Paramount Plus, I want to say. I think it's on Paramount Plus, but Ari, cause she likes Sonic, Khalil likes Sonic, so we're like, okay, let's go as a family. And Jim Carrey, he brings that special Jim Carrey energy because he's Robotnik in the movie, so it's classic. It's classic Jim Carrey.
Ask Jim Carrey.
He's really, and you need to play a cartoon villain, you gotta have somebody who's kind of
be over the top and shit.
You gotta be quirky. You gotta be quirky, over the top, zany. You gotta be all that.
Carrey's Riddler. You gotta be over the top.
There you go. Because he had the big mustache and But it was good though. We enjoyed it, and of course, with movies they're gonna get a third one because they had the little mid-credit end scene when they showed that. We're like, yep, it's going to be a part 3 when they showed how they do the mid-credit. It's like they're going to get a third one.
Well, I finally for the first time since 2019 I dug into the closet, dusted off the old golf clubs.
Hey, I didn't see people golfing. I saw people golfing when we were driving to the movies.
Me and the lady, we got out, got some golf in. She had never been, so it was cool. It was we hit some went to the driving range and then hit some balls out. I'm super rusty. I only got a few up high. Most of mine were straight ahead like that. So I need some hang time. It's I got a few up there once I got comfortable. We hit over to the putting green as well too. So get a little long range action and a little close range action. We didn't play a game though, but
nice.
Never played. So we got some little driving range and a little putting action.
Nice.
Beautiful time. It was yes.
It was perfect weather.
We're out there golfing. I was like, they out here today.
They were out there. Because we saw when we were driving.
They were out.
It was crowded. We saw them. We were like, dang. It was like, yep, they definitely taking advantage. But that's what you have to do. And then.
Good, because it's Sunday, it rained all day.
Sunday it rained all day, and then the temperature dropped again.
Golfing on Sunday, you were SOL. Definitely shit out of luck. You were saying,
and the vendors were out. I like walking in Hyde Park because, you said the street vendors were out, and it was a lot of people just out, just really, really feeling okay, maybe we are almost out of this. Because the last 2 years have just sucked, so maybe we're finally.
Oh, let's start there.
Finally, maybe.
Let's start there. It's officially over. As Vince Carter said, as far as this one aspect is which is huge, no more mask mandates on travel, man.
Yes, I saw that.
That's a big one, because cities have been slowly easing the mandates,
lifting them up,
When they said no more at the airport, you ain't gotta wear it. And they it was kind of wild. I don't know if you saw it, videos people been posting online because they announced this shit mid-flight, which is it caught people off guard, especially the people that still wear the mask. It's because then everybody started saying, hey, ripping their shit off.
They were looking like the Wiz. Can you feel a breath? They ripping it off like that.
This is your pilot speaking. We just received word that the mask mandate has been lifted, so no longer have to wear mask and flight. Woo-hoo-hoo! Meanwhile, the ones in the mask are like, oh shit. It's like
I have a few friends who are flight attendants, and I remember one of them, like, she specifically posted it on her post. She was like, yes, no more masks mandate on the flight. Yeah, so I have a few flight attendant friends.
I saw the videos people have been posting online, like that were on the flight when it was announced, and like got a huge applause, and you see people ripping the shit off.
And the CTA, they say like, yeah, like, it's optional. I saw the
CTA, because Pritzker, he followed suit. That's why, yeah. He said, okay, so the national, like, because like that's all it is. Like the states can like make their own mandates.
Yeah, they can regulate as they see fit. Yeah,
the 10th Amendment, I think it's states' rights. I think Ms. Gibbs, like, she's gonna be mad. I don't know my Constitution. Like, I think that's the 10th. That's like about states' rights. Yeah. It's in the Bill of Rights. How each state.
It's in the Bill of Rights, so it might be the 10th.
They can set their own rules. Even if something is national, we can set our own rules. That's the whole marijuana debate now, because marijuana technically is still illegal on the national level. But states say, you can smoke that shit here. Like,
a lot of states, it's legal now in a lot.
Probably about half and half at this point, I would say.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah. But like that's how it is with because like with the mandates, like Pritzker said, okay, we're gonna follow suit, so we lifting our travel mandate as well too. So like CTA, Metra, all of that, he lifted it statewide.
Because every state isn't created equal, so it's like, like what works in Rhode Island is not gonna work in New York. Mm-hmm. You see, like Rhode Island.
Let's get even crazier. Yeah, what works in New York won't work in Wyoming, and
what works in California ain't gonna work in Montana.
Yeah, exactly. so diverse and shit. Like, so like if you're in Alabama and then you're like Chicago and shit, it's a different fucking culture and shit. It's like, yeah. So like what you say, certain laws that work there won't work here, and vice versa. So that's why the states' rights thing is a thing. Like some works in
Hawaii, we make Chicago our own state.
Hawaii ain't gonna work in Alaska. So,
Chicago really is its own state. We are our own state, pretty much.
Yeah, I say Cook County should be a separate state.
We are our own state, pretty
Illinois,
much.
There's Illinois, and then there's Chicago.
And then there's Chicagoland, right?
About New York as well too. That like New York, upstate New York, and
upstate like Albany is not the same as
New York City. It's like totally different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Like Albany, Buffalo, like places, Poughkeepsie, like those ain't like New York City, like all of those.
Poughkeepsie.
New York.
So it's not the same, but that is huge though. Like, so, like, are we?
The end isn't there. Like, if they lifted it, like travel like that, that's big. The only exception, like if you're going to a country where it's still in effect, of course you still got to respect.
Right, you still have to follow their,
Other countries that still got a ban. You got to wear a mask on it. Then you got to wear your mask on the plane. You can't fly in and then just put the shit on when you get off the plane. So outside of that, like, so if you're doing domestic traveling or going to a country where they don't have a mandate, you ain't got to wear it on a plane.
Good, yeah, you're good.
That's where we are right now.
Because we do have to return to normalcy. I mean, like, it doesn't mean that
like forever. Eventually, you got to move on.
You got to move the mask.
Like in the 1918 pandemic, yeah. Eventually, after a couple of years, people said, "Fuck it." It's like, I'll take my chances.
Like 1920, 1921, they was like,
"Yeah, like fuck it, I'll take my chances." And they turned out all right. They survived. Just like they said, like, you know what? Yeah, like fuck it. Yeah.
We have ancestors that were like, our grandparents were alive during that time.
Exactly. And they lived to be like in their 90 and shit.
They lived to like damn near be, our grandmother's damn near 100 when she died. So
almost 100 and shit.
There's that. And they had 8 kids. So so they were healthy. They were fine. They had 8 children to procreate.
They were fruitful and they multiplied. So there you go.
Definitely.
But had to start off with that. I'm like, yeah, that was a huge one day when I saw the
ready, because I mean, if you still want to wear it, then you can. If you want.
Here's the thing: that's what people like. I see a lot of assholes on my time. I'm gonna call them assholes. I see a lot of assholes on my timeline. Well, yeah, I don't care what in the way. I'm still wearing mine. Like that's what you don't know the difference between like voluntarily wearing a mask voluntarily and a mandate. Like y'all Negroes don't know the difference. It's like, yeah,
you can mandate.
You can wear 4 masks if you want. Like it's like that's your choice. But yeah, if somebody don't want to wear one, they don't have to wear one. That's the freedom of choice right there. Yeah.
Right.
You can wear like 3-4 masks if you want. Like nobody's telling you that you can't wear a mask.
You can wear a whole not brown radiation suit if you want to.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
smart. You can do that. You know?
Yeah. But don't
You
get
can do
mad
that
at motherfuckers that are just over it and shit. It's like
Yeah. Like I'm over it. I'm over it. Like I'm
to
like
get back
hey,
to life and shit. Just be
right.
on the plane. You want to stay here and shit on the plane? God damn it!
There's snakes on the plane. Stay on the plane.
Nuts on the plane.
No, or not snakes on the plane, but
Talk about former undisputed world
this-
heavyweight boxing champion Mike Tyson on JetBlue. He must have got tired of the dude that was talking shit behind him without his mask on. He just put hands on the dude. I guess the dude took his mask off, was spitting in Mike's ear, and he said, "Yo, shut the fuck up, man." That's the worst Mike Tyson impression ever. I think when I did Keely from 3LW, it sounded more like Mike Tyson than whatever that was.
Not gonna touch that. My thing is,
First of all, did you watch the video?
I saw part of it because the guy was being annoying. He was,
Like, just said, shut the fuck
he
up.
was annoying as fuck, the guy. I watched it. And I was saying about that. I understand Tyson. I understand. Like, dude was annoying as fuck. He was annoying.
We were just talking about this the other day because I was talking about how, and ironically, we were literally just talking about this less than a week ago, me and you. I was like, Mike he's mellowed in his older age. I said, but I still wouldn't fuck with him. No, yeah, and that's why. It's like
are we the Simpsons we predicted?
predicted. I said,
I'm just saying.
Mike Tyson. So I was watching his a podcast. I want to say Mike Rappaport host. I forget the name, but it's Mike Rappaport has a podcast. And Mike Tyson was on there and talking about when he knocked out Mitch Green, like back in like the early '90s, because like dude was talking shit about him.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, young Mike was savage. I said, Mike, he's mellowed in his older age. It's like, so it's like,
Still, he's
I said, but still, even now, like, even at his age, at 57, whatever he
he's
is,
like 60, yeah. He's like 60 years
even
old.
now, I still wouldn't fuck with him. Even at the age he is, like, even him being mellow, I said, I still wouldn't fuck with
the
him.
most that if I ever saw Mike Tyson out, full disclosure, if I ever saw him out in a public setting, you know, it's exciting to see a celebrity. Hey, champ, heavyweight champ, Mike Tyson.
I was like, I grew up.
And that's all hey, at a distance. I'm not gonna
I can literally say, because like I watched, I was like, you were my favorite boxer growing up. I can say that. By the time I saw Ali, he was washed up. So like, yeah, that's more from like our parents' era that Ali was old. And then you had other guys, you had like Hagler, you had Hearns, you had Sugar Ray, but like Tyson was my guy.
Tyson was ours.
Tyson was my guy growing up.
It was like the late 80s when he came. So it's like that was our.
He won the title like 86, I think, for the first time when he first won. So yeah, that's prime Mike Tyson then. So
I'm gonna do the Michelle Obama point. That's all I'm gonna do to him. I'm not going to get in his space. I'm not going to annoy him because, like I said, we're still like now being like going through a pandemic. Like you definitely want to give people space because it's like I'm not stepping in.
It's one of these fist bump. I give I put the fist bump is all I'm doing.
I'm gonna do the. That's all I'm gonna do. Hey,
so I get mad when people try to shake my hand now, so I don't like all that handshake and shit. It's like,
and if you do allow pictures, it's gonna be one of these real quick.
I point at Mike.
A quick one. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be a quick one. And then you get your picture and you leave. You don't keep on talking and bothering because that's how you get your ass kicked.
You get knocked out.
That's what happens. And then to do that on a plane because it's like a plane, like it's nowhere you can go. So it's like so you're just gonna have to sit there and get pummeled.
Gonna take that ass with
you. Gotta sit there and get pummeled.
You can't even run. You can't even run, dude. Just have to take that ass whipping.
But the worst place to get in a fight, like if you're on the train, if you're on the L, oh my gosh, if you're on the L.
The subway.
Right? You on the red line.
Where the fuck you gonna go and shit? Yeah. That's why you couldn't pay me to ride the red line.
You on the red line.
Bullshit happens in that tunnel. Where you gonna go and shit? There's nowhere to go in there. You can't jump off that motherfucker because you're in a tunnel. You don't want to run down the because you don't want to step on the third rail. Like you're gonna try to run to the next station. It's like you're just stuck and shit like that.
Get stuck. And then a plane, obviously, if you get in a fight on a plane.
Jeez. But
cruise ship too, because you're in the middle of the water, like it's nowhere. Like
that's why cruise. Yeah. I've been to a whack dinner cruise before, and that's just a dinner. I can't imagine being on a cruise and it's whack.
Like a cruise, like you just be on like a dinner cruise. It's like a 3-hour tour. It's a 3 hour tour.
Like because after about 30 minutes, I was ready to go. So
like, yeah, that's
I was stuck for like 2.5 hours.
Right.
I was like, this shit is garbage. I was ready.
If it's nice, then it's a great time. But if it's not,
that's why I said suck ass one. It's like
it's awful. Yeah. Because my high school reunion was on the cruise, like my 10-year, and like it was nice. Like I said, we had a good time.
Kenwood's bougie ass always do. Every reunion that we've had has been on a cruise.
Yeah, did a cruise.
They did the prom vessel. That's what, because like the prom was on the cruise, which I didn't know because I didn't go. Like I was like, oh yeah, Kenwood would have a fucking prom. It was the only school in the city would have a fucking prom on a cruise. And the only ones that'll do some shit. And I love my Broncos, but like y'all the only ones that'll do some shit. Let's have a prom on the cruise shit. It's like only school that would ever do that shit is fucking Kenwood and shit. I don't see anybody else doing that shit.
But you said he beat the snot out of this guy in. Because I was like,
so from your video, just wouldn't shut the fuck up and shit.
From your perspective, what do you like? What's your view? Like I said my
view told him to shut the fuck up, and dude just kept going. So
it was annoying.
I pull a Chris Rock and shit, which is ironically talking about violence. It's like I pull this real Chris Rock, and I'm not saying Mike should have whipped his ass, but I understand.
like my thing is, you poke a sleeping bear. You poke a bear, you poke a bear, you poke a bear. You're gonna get mauled. End of the day, you're gonna get mauled if you keep poking a bear.
Oh, you stop.
Leave him alone. Because I get being excited. Hey, it's Mike Tyson. But after you had your initial excitement, don't say nothing else to him.
I wouldn't say shit to him at all on the plane, like because we're in a plane. Like, I'd wait till after we were on board of the plane. Then if I like if you like in badge claim, well then I might say something. Yeah, it's like a long time fan. Yeah, and then keep it moving. I probably wouldn't say shit on that plane at all. If that was me, like because like people like they trying to trade, don't want to be disturbed. They're like, yeah,
they're trying to relax and they're trying to.
Mike Tyson, that's it. If we made eye contact, I might give a head nod. That's it. But like, I wouldn't say shit to him on that plane.
At the end of the day, these are people, and like they're trying to do what you're doing. Like they're trying to get to their destination to from this point to this point. They're just trying to relax and just chill. They're not trying to be harassed. And unfortunately, sometimes as fans, we can get a little bit. We can cross the line sometimes as fans.
Celebrities owe you something because you're a fan of their.
Right.
They don't owe you shit. They're human beings, man.
Right.
It's like
hey, so-and-so,
Lux.com. Yeah, like the world doesn't owe you shit. It's like they don't owe you shit.
Well, that's all you do is just do like I said, like when we saw Floyd Mayweather in Vegas, like you just money Mayweather, and then we didn't run over and accost him. We didn't,
We did cross paths with Floyd, yeah.
We didn't run over to him. We just at a distance, you money Mayweather. He was like, and he, did his thing, and he kept moving. We kept moving.
At the time, you didn't even know who he was. I told her, he might not look it, but he's like one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet.
I was like, that guy's like my size. I was like, he's literally like my size. I'm like, he's my size.
Probably could
he could whoop ass. So I was like, okay.
He could kick my ass. Like,
that's what you told me. I was like, really? He was like, yes.
Look, that's one of the baddest dudes on the planet right there.
But that's what you do. You speak and you keep it moving. You don't be like, hey, can I do this? If somebody declines, like they don't have to give you an autograph. They don't have to take a picture. They don't have to do anything like that.
And like that happens a lot because like I'm wrestling for a long time wrestling fan as well too. And that's become like a thing now, like fans stalking the wrestlers at airports. Yeah. It's like we need my baggage claim. And then like so like like with travel, you tired and shit like. And like, especially, you might not look your best too. Yeah,
exactly.
Like with the female wrestlers, especially, it's like they might. So like, if you try to come get make pictures with them and all of that shit, it's like, and like a lot of them they be annoyed, like, no, get the fuck away from me. And then you try to go online and say, yeah, so and so's an asshole. It's like
you might have your bonnet on and legs. You might have on the bonnet and glasses,
I just ran into so and so and he was an asshole. Like, you didn't tell the part how you stalked him while they
you stalked them would be very inappropriate.
You tell that part you stalked him at baggage claim at the airport and shit. When they try to just get their luggage so they can go on about their business.
Because Richard Carr talked about that in an interview with the Breakfast Club. Courtney Vance talked about that, how he kept Angela cool because he said they were coming from somewhere like they hadn't been spied, like nobody noticed them, and then like the fan noticed them, and then they was like trying to let them know because they didn't want TMZ or whoever like paparazzi because no one knew who they were because they were very, discreet. Like they were very
didn't know who he was, and like they probably didn't notice her and shit either.
Yeah, they didn't notice them. So like I said, they were very incognito. So they were able to fit in. So they were able to go undetected. They like, okay. And then the fan was like, yeah, girl. And then she was like, and they was like, oh, we're just trying to chill out. Like, they politely declined. And then Courtney said the lady just started saying, that's why I did like your movies weren't that good. Just started just trying to like bait Angela. But then Courtney just kept on telling her, he was like, we almost there.
Yeah.
he said, we almost there. We almost there to our car. He said, our car is right there. Just keep walking, baby. Keep walking.
Ignore
He
it.
said, keep walking. And he said, as soon as they got in the car, he said, Angela was like, she's like, you hear what that heifer said to me? He said, Angela was pissed, but he kept her calm. He was like, nah, baby. He said, because that's what they want.
She got in the car. She turned into anime. She looked like anime in the limo when she got in the car.
Right, because he said Angela started that. He said, what that heifer did? And she just started going off. But he was like, no, he was like, your reputation. He was like, don't give her that satisfaction because she wants you to have a reaction. So the paparazzi, so the gossip, they can come and they can get their story. He's like, we're not going to give them a story. We're not. He was like, you work too hard for that. You work way too hard. So just don't be a jerk. Like I said, at the end of the day, we're all people just trying to make it in this world, and let's stop being jerks to each other. Got
stuck on airplanes and airports now. Let's stay here.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be our airport edition, I guess, man. But ASAP Rocky, you saw he got arrested at LAX.
I saw that.
Yeah. He flew in from Barbados, like with his baby mama. He was like, yeah,
baby mama.
His
baby mama.
Baby mama Riri.
With his partner. She's his partner. They're in a relationship. So she is his partner. They are in a relationship.
His child's mother too.
They're in a relationship. So that's why I don't say, like, if you're like, I say baby mama if you're not in a relationship with the person. That's the only relationship you have is like just a child.
He's arrested for assault with a deadly weapon because allegedly in November he shot at somebody 3 or 4 times, and they said a bullet grazed him and all of that. So it's all alleged right now. But yeah, right. Rocky arrested. So ASAP Rocky just been staying in the news. At first, like he was allegedly cheating. Then he gets arrested for like shooting a motherfucker allegedly and shit. It's like ASAP just been.
I think it's like, why like 6 months after the fact or whatever? It's like November, so it's several months. It's what, like 5 months, 4, whatever. It's several months later. So
they trying to get some of them Rihanna checks. That's what I think.
They try to get some Rihanna checks because Rihanna's a billionaire.
He's with Rihanna. We could try to get some of that before, like when it was just ASAP. It's like ASAP, he got money, but Rihanna got money. Rihanna got money. It's like,
so like ASAP worth about 10 mil. Rihanna's worth $1 billion.
Yeah, it's
like, they like Oprah Stedman.
Like Oprah Stedman. She got money.
They like Oprah Stedman, yeah. So money wise, I'm saying money wise, they're like Oprah Stedman. Like Stedman got money, but Oprah got money. Long money.
Realized he was with her. They said, let's try to get some Rihanna money.
Let me get some of this Rihanna money.
That's where this is coming from. Yeah.
Because they look beautiful there because, for her to go home because that's her home country. And like, like she has like her bump is on full disclosure. She does look
she definitely puts her bump on display. Like and she looks good. Yeah.
And I like it though, because it's like, because I like what she's saying about it, because she's like, too many times pregnant women are like made it like feel like, okay, you have to be like a shrinking violet, but
especially the boomers, they really did that.
She's like, you can still be sexy and be pregnant. Hell, how you get pregnant? And like, let's be real. Like, when you get pregnant, you don't stop having sex. You don't. Like,
but I don't get why people are so uptight about.
Your partner ain't gonna wait 9 months.
None of us would be here if somebody didn't have sex. I don't get why people get those uptight over sex. It's like
exactly.
You're here is because somebody had sex. So shut the fuck up.
Exactly. So, well, luck to them, because it's like this time, because like she's very, because just looking at her bump, she maybe got like another month left. Like I would say she's maybe around 34, 35 weeks. Just if I'm using my pregnancy eyes, if I'm using mine, because I've been through it twice. So if I'm using mine, I would say that she's nearing the end. So this should be a time of like nesting and just, you don't need like no bullshit coming your way. Like in your last month, you should just be like preparing for baby, getting your nursery ready, having your baby shower, just, doing stuff like that.
Hoping ASAP can stay out of the news though.
Yeah, because it's hectic
Got a
with the
baby
stuff.
on the way and shit, man.
Yeah. And they're both like, since it's their first, like they're both of their first child. So it's like first. So I mean, this should be a time of excitement of, yeah, I'm a dad now. I'm a mom. It should be that
Rihanna
right now.
got with the wrong ASAP and shit. She got with ASAP for I'm sorry. Put in work. Hilarious. What you
Rihanna
got?
roll eye.
I
The meme of her rolling her eyes.
I've been dominating what you got, kid, because I got some good stuff too.
Whatchamacallit did another good move in the hood. You saw Dr. Willie Wilson gave away another $1 million of gas on Saturday.
Saturday on the perfect day, that beautiful
That
Saturday.
85-degree weather.
People needed that gas because everybody's all driving. Because like I don't know where you were, but the roads it was traffic everywhere. It's like everybody out driving. You seeing slingshots, you seeing four-wheelers.
We saw motorcycles when we were out walking in Hyde Park.
I saw some Harleys and everybody was out there.
Yeah. Because Ariana was like, why are the motorcycles out? I'm like, baby, whenever the first nice day of the year, people are gonna pull out their motorcycles. People pull out their toy cars, their toy bikes, their toy cars. People pull it out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure, like, I didn't see any slingshots, but I'm sure, like, yeah, it was some slingshots. Yeah, I didn't see any.
A lot of slingshots, some motorcycles, a couple of four-wheelers even. Some people on the four-wheelers.
I like the four-wheelers here. I like those. Yeah, but he gave out some gas again. So I mean, I like what Willie is doing. Like, I like that he's being. I know people keep on.
Has he officially announced his candidacy? Because you know he's gonna run again.
I feel like he hasn't yet, but people keep on trying to say like.
Maybe he's done with politics. Maybe he's just.
A philanthropist.
Maybe that'd be a thing.
A humanitarian. Like,
seems like
he's always had that heart, though.
It's the last election, like the Lori Lightfoot one, I think he came in fourth in that. So he came in he placed pretty well in that election. Because remember, like, it was like 10,000 motherfuckers running. You know, after Rahm said peace something out, it's like everybody threw their name.
It was Lori.
Lori was first, Tony Preckwinkle, and then Bill Daley was third.
The Daley guy.
And Willie was right behind.
I think Willie was four. Willie was right behind Daley.
Yeah, so he did pretty well, like when he ran. So he would have a good shot. He probably would do even better this time because he did, even without all the gas giveaways, he came in fourth and shit. And with all of the motherfuckers running, like it probably won't be that many people running this time.
Chewy ran. Chewy.
No, he ran against Rahm, yeah, but he did run.
Oh, he did run against Rahm. Okay, yeah. I thought Chewy ran this time.
Yeah, Rahm, remember he came pretty close. He was second. He was runner up to Rahm in that one. Like, we almost had Mayor Chewy. That shit almost happened. It was this close to happening because he was second right behind Rahm.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's nice that that he is out there making good happen in the hood and doing some nice things. It seems like it's more organization now. Doesn't seem as chaotic.
Trial and error. That's why. The first day kind of happened now, like now you know what you're doing. It's like I had the video I showed on the podcast, like of the first day. I showed that footage, but now it was like wait.
It even says on it now. It says, please do not line up overnight. Like no lining up overnight.
Like if you go to the gas stations, like which I didn't check the one that just happened, but the previous one I did go and like when I get off the air in the morning from the overnight show, I was like, oh, these gas stations are pretty cool. I was looking, but then it hit me. I was like, because they're not letting you get in the line. It's like an hour before it.
Right till 6 o'clock. Yeah.
Like the line and like the attendants probably, if you pull up, they probably tell you to leave. Like, nope.
Right. Come back in 15 minutes.
Gotta come back and shit. Because people probably did try to line up and they said nope. Now when they got there, they gave out numbers as well too.
They gave out numbers, yeah.
Nice now.
To keep it organized because you do have to have a system because people will. I mean, I hate to say that, but like with free stuff, people will act a fool sometimes over free things. And, and like it is people out there who really, really, really need this.
That's what I say. Like,
They really need it.
Leave the gas because, like, some people, that $50 worth of gas is make or break. It's like, yeah. So I was saying,
Right.
let them get the gas. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
it's not like y'all thirsty folks just doing too much. It's like, yeah, just like, especially if you calling off work for that. It's like, and you could have went to work and paid for the gas. It's like you doing stupid shit that don't make sense and shit. It's like, yeah. But I'll say let the ones that really need it, like, let them get
Yeah.
that.
I
What's
just
about
need time.
What's up about the baby?
What
talk
about the baby?
Talk about Mike Tyson putting hands on people.
Yeah, from one fight to another.
I meant to do this before he went to Willie Wilson.
The baby.
He I'm trying to find the guy's name. This is one of his artists.
He said he's what he said. I'm Suge. What he say in that song?
Yeah, Suge is the name of the record you're talking
Yeah,
about.
like he's a CEO, like Suge or whatever he said. Yeah.
Just say I'm a CEO like Suge. We really
You
is.
know, Suge Knight hung Vanilla Ice out the window.
He really is like Suge. He whipping motherfuckers' asses and shit. So,
If he did hang him out, and then Vanilla Ice said it didn't happen, but we know it happened. We know it did.
first he said, it's like, it's funny, the two interviews, if you ever saw like the side-by-side contract. First one, he was like, yeah, he took me up on the roof, like looked me over, we looked down. He's like, man, I needed a diaper that day. The next thing is like, first of all, Suge Knight never hung me off a balcony. They probably cause, are you snitching and shit? They probably hit him up. Want me to hang you again, boy? He said, first of all, Suge Knight never hung me off a balcony. I never said that. It's like, he implied it though heavily. Yeah, he took me up there.
Wear a diaper.
Said, man, I needed a diaper that day, bro. Wisdom is the guy's name that he tried to knock out in South Carolina during the spring jam they have in there. But
Who are you fighting at a spring jam? What's this?
the baby. I'm saying, especially now, like you're getting booked again. It's like after what happened.
Oh, yeah, after the homophobe thing that he did.
That bullshit, yeah. After that, and they tried to cancel the baby, except when Dave Chappelle say, "Yeah, you can kill a motherfucker and not get canceled," but you talk about somebody being gay, you get canceled. Like,
You could kill somebody, and
the baby legit did kill somebody, but then he got acquitted of that shit. He legit killed a motherfucking Walmart. They said it was self-defense. So you can kill a motherfucker and not get canceled and shit. But yeah. So he's probably not going to get canceled over this. He just whipped some ass. So yeah, unless the guy is gay, then he might get canceled. The guy he swung on his might cancel.
I just think the pandemic has just had a lasting effect on everybody. So I think that all of us just need to go to therapy now just to process, because it's like people are just super like edgy still, because it's like, why is the baby always on camera fighting? That's what the other thing.
Like all this fights on the camera too. What's up?
Why is he always caught fighting?
What's up with that? He always catches fights on camera. And shit.
Then somebody said that he probably has a Napoleon complex because he's short. Somebody said that. They're like, he has a complex.
The guy he beat the shit out in the mall is like the dude that's like my age. Like,
what?
First of all, you can't be like in your 40s clout chasing it. And the dude, he ended up dying. So like, rest in peace to the guy. But yeah, but like, not because of the baby. He ended up dying like way after from something else and shit.
Yeah.
He was talking shit. Yeah, they go to bed. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna run up on him, and the baby promptly knocked him out. It's like
I said, why are you clout chasing? You're 40 plus.
Promptly knocked the guy out.
Are we clout chasing? Do we do that in our 40s? I mean, I don't know. Are you supposed to do that in your 40s?
He knocked dude out of his pants. That's so fun. Like, dude, you wear the pants sagging.
The baggy, and
they saw him laying on the ground with his pants around his ankle, like the baby knocked dude out of his pants, literally. Yeah. If you're gonna run up on somebody, just make sure your pants are pulled. You can't run up with nobody with your pants.
It was like the Kermit Washington fight when Kermit like that. Kermit where he
out, absolutely.
Start
running, splat.
It sounded like you dropping a pumpkin on the ground. Just it was like that.
We're gonna get back to some modern basketball for those of my NBA fans. But you want to talk about? Have you heard about this story right here? The chick the couple that paid $500 for their wedding here.
Yes, I saw that.
I'm gonna pull up. Yeah, give your side. I'm gonna pull up some details.
And the thing that stood out to me is that she paid $47 for her wedding dress, which that is a hell of a steal. $47 for a whole wedding dress, like that's smart shopping. It is. From what I know of the couple, I believe that they were younger in their 20s. They were a younger couple. So when you're younger, let's be real, you don't have a lot of money when you're young.
Oh shit.
you just don't. You don't have a lot of money. So it's like you may have to look and kind of lean on your family and friends and like
we'll call it the favor weddings, what they call it.
The only discrepancy that I have with this article is
when they made people pay for their food. Is that what you're gonna say?
The title. Well, not that, because you have to do what you gotta do. Like I said, if you have that relationship with your family,
if they don't mind paying, why not?
That's fine. But I said that's the only thing that I have the problem with. Is the way they're making it like this wedding cost $500, and it didn't. It's like the wedding cost more than $500 total, but it was $500 just for them.
Out their pocket is what they're saying. They said like that. Like people like donated a lot of, and then they did it outside, like in a place where they
the public,
by the Los Angeles Crest Highway, so like and they said in the area.
I've seen weddings.
I've
seen weddings done outside because like if you do, especially if it's a nice day in Chicago, let's say that it's like July, August, and then you just tell your friends, hey, on the second Saturday in August, meet me at this location. It's a lot of nice outdoor spots. You just set up, you bring the chairs. You have your officiant there. You get married.
They had to pay for. I said like the chairs and the wedding arch. That's it. That cost $500. Like yeah. If they had a deal with like a park district or something, they could have probably got the chairs for free. Like, at least borrow the chairs, and then we'll bring them back. They had a deal.
That's just my only thing. It's like they're making it be like, because like I was like fine. And then when I read, I said, okay. I said they had help from family and friends. I said so. Just be clear that like if you are trying to do that, like if people try to like actually go out with only $500, they think they're going to do that without getting no help, then they're going to be disappointed. That's just my thing.
They did was like with the food thing, like with people like paid. Yeah,
because weddings can get to be
go to a wedding like that. They say your gift should cover the cost of your plate. Like of course, like
that's
cheap Negroes don't bring no gift.
That's proper etiquette. That like, is, but
that's standard. Yeah, you like.
But you gotta do what you can afford, and if you're friends and if you are an invited guest of somebody, people know what you can and what you cannot afford. Like if you're a person and you're only making $40,000 a year, and you give somebody a $50 wedding gift, that's very generous because you're not making a lot of money. And your friends should be like, hey, like that's a very generous gift to give. So it's like, you don't want to keep it with the person who's making $300,000 a year. And like, if they're like, they like paid for something extravagant for them and then you're feeling a type of way because it's like, no, you can't keep up with them. You don't have their income. But I think it is really smart for these couples to do that, to really look at the big picture, because too many people want the wedding and they don't want the marriage. Like your wedding is one day. It's one day.
Especially like I'm rooting for this couple, especially if they stacking their paper and shit and they, like saving for a house or whatever. Like, like especially if they doing something like that.
Your marriage should be for life. It should be for life. It should be. But it's like you focus on, I gotta have this $150,000 wedding in 2 years, you're divorced.
A lot of you still paying the wedding off week.
You're still paying the wedding. I know somebody that happened to personally.
They say they took you 5 years to pay the wedding off, and you're only married 2 years. So you
paid someone personally that happened to.
Married.
They were divorced, and she was still paying off because like they maxed out their credit card, and she was like, "I'm still paying off this wedding," and they were divorced at that point, and you're still paying off a wedding.
That happens, yeah.
So, yeah. But I'm like I said, I root for young love. Like I like the young love. I root for them. Like they were smart. They looked at their budget. They were transparent with their friends and their family. Like, hey, if you guys can contribute, and I'm sure that the arrangement that they had, if you didn't want to contribute to it, just don't go. That's my thing. I know people getting mad. Well, you shouldn't ask me to pay for it. If you don't want to pay for it, just don't go.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, if you
just don't go.
Won't pay for your plate, you free to not show up.
No one said that you didn't have to go. No one said you had to go. So Why are you tripping?
You decline the invite.
Just decline the invitation, and you just adjust at that point. Like I said, they had a small wedding. Like what they had, like 30 guests, 40 guests, something like that. They had a small, intimate wedding.
That saved money.
They had a very intimate wedding, and I've seen restaurants do that where people say that that they spent like less than $2,000 on their whole wedding, because like if you go to like your favorite restaurant, you may be able to just get like, you know how they have like the rooms, like some of the restaurants have like just like a special room, and you can just get the room and you just do everything in the room, do the reception, do all that in the room. You just go to your favorite restaurant, you do your reception in the room.
Yes. Well, before we get to our NBA talk, I got some more. So I got something to share. I got some unseen footage that you haven't seen yet from the Mike Tyson plane fight. You ready for it, kid? It's unseen footage, like never before seen until right now. Here we go. Shout out to all my NES fans, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I found that one on. I said I gotta mention the kid. Because like we grew up on it. We grew up with NES.
We grew up on it.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out was one of the games we played back then.
Who were like some of the bum guys you fought first?
I never beat him. I've seen him.
Who's the bum guy?
Glass Joe and you something like that.
Yeah, the bum guys that you had to fight first.
Yeah, Glass Joe, Piston Honda. I know all of them. Come on, yeah. Yeah. King Hippo that pulled his shorts up. You know.
King Hippo, yeah.
What's the dude in the turban? I think the Great Tiger was the one in the turban. It's like, yeah, the Super Macho Man that flexed his man titties and shit. The Sandman was the black dude with him there. Ball, let's go. Let's do live action Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I want to be Ball Bull. Goddamn it! I'm auditioning for the part of Ball Bull. Let's do a Mike Tyson's Punch Out live action movie. And you said they got Sonic and shit. Let's do a Mike Tyson's Punch Out. And ask me as Ball Bull. Just let me get knocked out.
They get Mortal Kombat. So hey,
playing Ball Bull. Goddamn it! Mike Tyson's Punch Out. All right, I had to laugh at that real quick. So
that was funny.
Let's stay in the lane of sports with a little dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Let's do it, kid. You ready?
Okay, and the game is on. The Nuggets aren't going down. Well, fight. Nuggets are fighting for their lives right now as we record.
Well, here's the bracket as it stood before the playoffs started, and I'll give you the updated brackets from where we are right now with all of this mess.
Yes.
Let's just start. Let's just start here. God damn it. Start right here. Let's start 3-6 in the East. The Bucks and the Bulls. Let's start there. Bulls down 3-1 after getting blown out. They got blown out in both United Center
both
games.
Home games. Right
there. Shout out Lady Red, who's the ball presenter at game.
They did not come ready to play, especially in game 3. Like
they lost by 30. As they said, game 3 was the worst playoff loss in Bulls franchise history. Worst playoff loss in franchise history was game 3 because they never lost by 30.
In this game 4, they had some flashes, but they just did not have enough firepower. They did not have enough power to jump the hill. They just did not have enough.
Not to mention when the hell did Grayson Allen get so good? He just went nuts, man.
That's my thing. It's like okay,
Grayson Allen just went nuts in that.
Okay, Giannis going off. He's Giannis freaking Antetokounmpo. Drew Holiday going off. He's Drew Holiday. Middleton's out right now. Middleton's out, but Middleton gets off. Okay.
Grayson Allen dropped 27 off the bench, kid.
That's their 3-headed snake. That's their 3-headed monster right there. Those 3, okay, we expect those 3, but you can't be getting beat by Grayson Allen. That was shameful. Like, my thing is with the whole Grayson Allen thing, we need somebody, and I'm about to go on my little rant. We need somebody tough. The Bulls are soft as toilet paper. They are soft as fuck. They need someone tough. If Grayson Allen is on a fast break and he's driving the lane, you put him on his ass and you foul the shit out of him. You foul him.
Time to put Tony Bradley in.
You foul him hard. You put him on his ass. Like, what are you doing?
See him check in, you know that's what they're about to do. Why else would you put Bradley in the playoff game? You see the Bulls put him in and just know what's about to happen. Okay, they about to put Grayson Allen on his
They're
ass.
about to foul him hard and put him on his ass. Like I said, nothing dirty. I said, don't injure him. Just give him a nice hard foul, a nice hard playoff foul. That's what we grew up in the 90s. We had hard playoff fouls. If you drove the lane, you get in a hard foul.
Especially them damn bad boy Pistons, man.
Them bad boys, the Knicks did it.
Xavier McDaniel, Charles Oakley, like them dudes. They would hit
The Pacers did it too.
They had the Davis brothers, even though they weren't brothers. Yeah, Antonio and Dale Davis. They would foul the shit out of you when you came.
Yeah, we had some toughness in the 90s. We had toughness, but that's what they need. The Bulls need some toughness because we ain't got it. Like Vooch ain't going to do it. Tristan is old. He's old.
He's an old young dude. That's funny because he's not even that old, but he's like 30.
He seems 40. He seems 40 though.
Tristan's younger than Vooch, but he seems older than him. It's weird. Guess you talk about a Kardashian curse. There's that term make Tristan look 40 and shit.
Tristan thinks 40 at this point.
I don't think the Kardashian curse is real, but if it is real, then that's it right there, Tristan and shit. God damn it.
Series that are surprising. Jazz got back in this series. Jazz is like, okay, they tied it with Dallas, so you put it back up. Bring the
bracket.
Bring it back up.
Bring the bracket back up, kid.
How about them Celtics?
Well,
How about them Celtics?
Where's my broom at?
How about them Celtics?
Where's my broom? And you saw that Ben Simmons is not playing in Game 4. Just say he's not playing. If he's not playing when y'all about to get swept, then he's not playing. It's like Gasol said,
more focused on Ben Simmons' outfit.
Or I'm like, what?
What was Ben Simmons wearing in Game 3? What was that? I couldn't tell. He looked like a high. No, you know what he looked like. You know those outfits that hot dog on a stick. That's what he looked like. He looked like he worked at hot dog on a stick. But that outfit was bright as hell. I don't know what Ben Simmons was doing. I couldn't take my eyes off of Ben Simmons. I was like, what is he like? What was he wearing? But them Celtics
and shit.
Them C's are like, yeah, we gonna be the first ones to advance. The C's trying to advance first.
They're not playing. Unless these Warriors it's like they kicking some ass.
And then the 76ers are up 3-1 on the Raptors, I think.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the official bracket.
I think the Raptors finally won.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they went down fighting.
They were about to get swept. I think they won.
And Joel Embiid does have a thumb injury, but guess what? It's playoffs.
Yeah, he's playing through injury.
I'm not getting surgery till off season.
It's the playoffs. You play through your injuries during the playoffs.
Yep.
And then the Heat and the Hawks. The Hawks, they refused to go down 3-0.
They play tonight. Yeah. So we'll see what happens in that game.
Yeah. So they're going to see if they can even the series, or are the Heat going to go up 3-1?
Yeah. So either y'all will know by the time you hear it, Heat 3-1 or Atlanta 2-2. So
how about them Grizz and them Timberwolves?
Oh man, that's gonna be the series. Like, even though Dallas and
Jazz are good,
but I think Memphis and Minnesota is better. Like, that's been the most exciting series in the first round.
I thought that the Grizz was going to be. I was like Grizz in 5. I think I said the Grizz in 5.
Minnesota, but then you start thinking, let's come out of this. Yeah, you got to start thinking is like Minnesota is not trash. Like, because like I said, they had all these high draft picks. Like, eventually, it got to pay off. Like
it's going to assemble. The puzzle is going to come together.
You got D'Lo, yeah. You got Edwards, yeah. You eventually all those guys are going to learn to figure it out and play together. So, yeah.
Is it sad that like whenever I hear Anthony Edwards, I think about Gilbert from Revenge of the Nerds? Is that sad? That's my first thought. I think about Gilbert.
Yeah. So you got 2 number 1 overall picks with Cat and Edwards, and then D'Lo was number 2 in his draft.
Yeah, D'Lo.
Oh yeah,
and then you have a veteran like Patrick Beverly on your team. Yeah,
who came and like gave them like a little confidence boost and shit. Yeah.
Like you need and full disclosure, we need a guy like that on our team. We need somebody like a Patrick Beverly. We need somebody who's a tough annoyance. We need somebody like that.
You saw Caruso got injured again too.
I saw, he got popped in the face.
So
he had a face injury.
He just been sometimes players are just snake bit like that. Like he just been battling injuries all year. So
and then his back was like acting up at the end of the season.
Yeah, he just been battling injuries. Like sometimes it just happens. It's just snake bit, I call it. Yeah.
Somebody had some voodoo dolls on this. That's what happened, I think.
The Chucky voodoo doll. Give me that.
Who makes a voodoo doll himself? Let me see. The Denver game, they're up right now. Let me see the score.
So, well, you'll know if Golden State has advanced or if Denver survived. With nobody right now is Denver's to survive.
Oh, they're up 13
Denver's
at this moment. Denver's up 13. And it's fourth quarter action. They've been trying something new, the Warriors, like having Steph come off the bench as a sixth man.
Poole been balling, that's why. Yeah, and
Poole been balling.
Steph was coming off injury. I just think Steph himself suggested that. He's like, yeah, I'm still getting my rhythm back. Yeah, like keep him in the starting lineup. Yeah, I'll come off the bench. And like, what superstar is going to offer to come off the bench? Like Steph is probably the only guy that would ever do that. Yeah, that would offer. Is like, yeah, like I'll come off the bench. I'm not 100%.
But you know who learned that? Think about it. Steve Kerr played under Popovich. Ginobili did that.
Yep. When they switched and they put Danny Green in the starting lineup and brought Ginobili.
And then they won titles. They won more titles after that.
Yeah, with that lineup. Yeah, with Green to start.
So it worked.
But Kerr
he learned under Popovich. Like Kerr he learned under Popovich.
Jordan Poole has been balling, so like why fuck that up? It's like they keep him in the starting lineup. Yeah, it's like and Curry is like, yeah, I'll get myself right. Yeah, so
he's just trying to get his rhythm
for the second round. Steph probably resorts to second.
He probably does.
But he said for this first round, because that's why they want to get this sweep out of the way, so you get Steph a little bit more.
Rest. Get back,
some more rest too.
Get back, get his treatment, get some rest. Chill out for a minute, because we know the playoffs it's a different type of animal. Like when you play in the playoffs, and like we said, going back to the Bulls, it's like this is their first time in 5 years that they haven't been in 5 years. This is Zach's very first playoff.
Guys, they first ever playoff, like schooling Zach LaVine. It's like
So people coming down on him saying that it's like this is his first. You have to remember this is his first playoff. I'm not making an excuse, but this is his first playoff ever.
He went from a trash Minnesota team to a trash Bulls team.
Trash Bulls team.
He was on bad teams. He
was on bad teams.
Yeah.
And now that he's starting to hit his prime, now that he's entering his prime, and like on top of that, he has like honestly, I think that he's still injured. His knee is still messed up.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna say nothing.
Not playing. He's not at 100%.
He's not at 100%. He's not. Like someone like his slash, like he doesn't look as crisp as he did. Like he's not 100%.
I saw he had a dunk in the game earlier. He didn't get the height that he usually does.
He didn't, yeah.
Last break, like I was like, Zach will usually get up way higher than that. Like
Zach usually
regular dunk is like Zach.
Zach is. Yeah. Zach flies like we call him Flight 8 for a reason. He's Flight 8 for a reason when he dunks, but like he's not all the way. And then we could see that Lonzo being out significantly hurts the team.
Yeah.
Lonzo, like people say, oh, we'll be fine. It's like you need Lonzo in the postseason. Like you need Lonzo.
For to make this run. Because then it changes the dynamic. Like, it changes like the chemistry of the team. Like
he knows how to get the people the ball, and he was a good 3-point shooter. Like he was shooting 42% from downtown. I think.
I think he was the best shooter on the team.
I think he was shooting 42% from downtown. I think, and he knows how to distribute the ball. Like he has great vision. Like he knows how to get it to where he needs to get the ball. Okay, I'm gonna get it to Vooch this time. Okay, I'm gonna get it to DeRozan this time. Okay, I'm gonna get it to LaVine. Like he knows how to distribute the ball. So he knows how to do that.
With Lonzo being out, and then Caruso, like I said, he's been battling injuries on and off a lot. So like I said, that changed. Like you got Ayo, who's like been he's been out playing like what his expectations, but he's still a rookie at the end.
He's still a rookie.
You don't want to depend on Ayo to like be like the guy to like be a man,
a rookie,
and play out basketball. Yeah, he's still a rookie right now.
But this is a great learning experience for him, and this is something that
maybe you talked earlier. Maybe Ayo could be that Pat Beverly guy on this team.
Yeah, maybe during this, and he's from Chicago too, so
it makes sense. Yeah, I can see Ayo becoming that guy. Like might have been less of a douchebag, but I can see Ayo being the Pat Beverly type of player though. With a little less douchiness to him though.
The Chicago ball, like Marcus always says, like Chicago ball, we just play different in Chicago. Like Chicago, we are a little grittier when we play. we are a little bit more physical. We're a little grittier. Like Chicago, if you look at all Chicago ballers, they have like from Derrick Rose to D Wade. Like we have a different
Isaiah Thomas. Bad.
like we have a different type of play.
Mhm.
We just play different. We play a little different than other
Mhm.
other teams, like other cities rather. We play a little bit different. So but this is I think this is a great teaching moment for Io. And in the off season, I'm sure he's going to be like, I wouldn't be surprised if when we come back, Io has like 10 pounds of muscle, like he gains like 10 more pounds of muscle. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back and we'd be like, damn, like, okay, we know what you was doing in the off season. Like if we came back.
He could play in summer league again too, because it'll only be his second year. So yeah, I think he should go play in the summer league again. He'd probably be the star of the Bulls summer league team.
Work on his game.
See Io dropping like 30 a night in summer like that. So I think he should play summer league again.
I can see whatchamacallit working on his game too in the off season. I see Patrick Williams working on his game. He needs to work out,
but he just he got to come out of his shell. Like
he does
something there. Like Patrick Williams, he's not a bust.
He's not a bust, but he just has to believe. I think that he just has to believe in himself. He needs some confidence. He needs some more confidence in himself.
If you watch him play, it's definitely something there.
Can he go work out with Hakeem? Just saying, like, don't people like they go work? Hakeem is a person that people work out with.
We'll go have a conversation with.
The glove, yeah.
I was going with him too, yeah, Gary. I was going with Kawhi Leonard.
Oh yeah, the claw, because they call Patrick Williams the paw, and they call him.
Oh, that's why they compared him to Kawhi Leonard. That's why they call him the
so
claw.
Go work out with Kawhi.
The claw, like so, the guy they compare you, like go chop it up with him and shit.
Go chop it up with him.
Chop it up.
Io said that he enjoyed playing like when he did the Rising Stars, because like he was on Gary Payton's team, and he said that he definitely was going to go and holler at Gary Payton. He's like, I'm definitely going to
sit under the learning tree. Yeah,
learn to sit.
I'm glad I'm on Team Payton. I remember him saying that. He said, I'm definitely
because he wanted to absorb, get all that knowledge. The Scotty workout with people. Like, go talk to Scotty.
Yeah, I can see Pat Williams being that type of player too. Like,
go talk to Scotty, because like we need him to like go into. I think Noah period needs to just like come off of his like Noah is our ambassador anyway, so like Noah needs to give some of his defensive skills to our team because our defensive is lacking.
Surprised Noah needs to share. Surprised he ain't part of Donovan's coaching staff. That's his former college coach and
Florida Gators,
Florida. So surprised maybe Noah just not interested in coaching right now, but I'm surprised that he didn't get added as part of the coaching.
I just knew he was going to be a coach. I thought like he would definitely be a kick-ass on the defense side. He would be kick-ass. Yeah,
like
he'd be kick-ass at that.
He would the opportunity to work with his former college coach. But maybe he's just not interested in coaching right now. Some cats like maybe down the line he'll change his mind. So
rest assured, like I said, I'm not in panic. Well, I said this is the first year that this team is together. This is the best this team has been in 5 years.
Run, like the squad,
And we have Acme. We don't have Garden Packs. Acme is not going to run the same team bad. They see, okay, we got deficiencies. Let's fix it.
Make the proper adjustments. And
they ain't going to keep running. Like Garden Packs said Keith Bogans was good enough. He was not. No shade, but
when you're in that mode, it's like you got a small window to win a championship. So when you saw that you had a team like, because the Bulls were number one that year, when you saw that, you said, okay, like we need to go all in right now and upgrade the shooting guard position. They said, but the way philosophy, it's work. What we got is working. Let's just leave it. Like, no.
You had an MVP, Derrick Rose. You had Coach of the Year, Tibbs. You had Defensive Player of the Year, Noah, all on the same team.
And you got these hungry teams behind you. You had the big three in Miami, the big three in Boston. So like you need to like pounce now because other teams are coming for you and shit.
You also had a great glue guy in Luol Deng, a great all-around glue guy.
Definitely should have went all in, like not just like.
What were we doing? That's my question. You had all these good pieces, like.
I need to see. I think somebody needs to do a collapse video on that team because I love to see the collapse series. It's like where they show like or like how the 2011 Bulls team like ended up out of the playoffs within so many years. I gotta see that.
Yeah, it completely the bottom. It fell out.
Got to be a video about that. Yeah. Because like within like 4 years, that team was no more. Because Rose was gone by like 2016. It's like yeah. So within like 5 years, basically the team was no more and shit. Like how did that happen and shit? The team that was on the verge of a championship was no more in like 5 seasons.
With shades like you got 2, maybe a 3-year window, 2 to 3 years.
Got a small championship window. You got to go.
The window is like this. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like gradually closing each year. It gradually, and then once it closes, then it's like it's closed. You have to rebuild. Then you rebuild. You gotta go through a lot of stuff to do a rebuild.
Well, let's wrap this thing up. And for the record, we'll give you all a little sneak peek. We're gonna be doing a rebuild on this podcast sooner than later. So stay tuned. But appreciate Not Another Damn Podcast, episode 256. If you like what we're doing, you know what to do. Give us a like. Also subscribe, share, rate, review on your platforms. Talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
Check us out on YouTube to see our beautiful faces and get at us on your Amazon Alexa devices as well. You can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know what to do.
And you can check me out at MSIMA8626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, SERAGULLEY1 on Twitter, SERAGULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.